Hey everyone, it's Kelsey. Welcome back to my channel. Happy summerween, ghosts and ghouls. I am very, very excited. Listen, for me, I've kind of been celebrating Halloween like I always do. I celebrate it throughout the entire year because it's the best holiday. I don't care. I feel like it would be remiss of me to not make a summerween dedicated vlog considering how much I love Halloween. So here we are. I've got my little ghosty coffee glass. You could use it for just more than just coffee, but that's kind of what I use it for. My sister and Justin got these for me. I have 4 of them. I use them all the time. I'm sure you've seen them in videos before. I'm just having my iced coffee. I'm charging my Switch because I'm gonna play Hogwarts Legacy because I feel like that is the perfect thing in honor of Summerween. And then I'm gonna watch spooky things. Didn't do this on purpose, but I have watermelon. And I feel like what better way to celebrate Summerween? The summer part can be the watermelon. So I have watermelon that I've got to cut up, which I have never cut a watermelon before. So this should be very interesting. Hi, Dad. Okay, so I chopped up my watermelon. Actually wasn't that difficult, but it was weird because I have never chopped up a watermelon before. I know that sounds silly, but I just didn't really have a reason to. And I happened to get it this week just because I was craving it. So pretty successful. I love watermelon. I think watermelon and strawberries are the 2 best fruits, hands down. They're the most delicious. They're probably the most sugary too, but I think they're the most delicious. I watched some spooky things. I did do I think I did 2, maybe 3 journal pages yesterday while I was just watching Netflix. And then I painted my nails. I painted them orange just in honor of spooky season, Halloween, all that jazz. I'm ready for Halloween. Put up my Halloween decorations usually in August. I like to do it around my birthday. It's kind of like a birthday present to myself. So I'm not putting any up. I toyed with the idea of it, but it's just so hot that I just I just don't want to do it when it's this hot. And I also am paranoid that it'll ruin the decorations, which is definitely not true, but I'm weird. I have a Halloween village that I set up, and then some other various things. I do have a lot of Halloween decorations that I just keep up all year round, just cause I have a lot on my bookshelf that I just leave up all the time, just for funsies. So my room is still spooky, don't you worry. I also think it's a little crazy that I was filming this video, and if you watch my last vlog, I was literally talking about how I'm a fan of TFIL, the overnight, and all of that, Elton and Corey. And then literally I think it was yesterday or the day before, maybe it was yesterday, where Elton posted his hour-long video spilling the tea about why Corey left, and then Corey posted his TikTok responses. And I don't want to get into it. I don't want to get into my opinion on it and who's right and who's wrong and all of that stuff, just because I don't really want to give drama this attention, if that makes sense. But I did just have to mention it because I do think it's wild that I was just talking about that and then all this happened. And it's crazy that it happened during Summerween. I doubt they know it's Summerween, but I just think it's kind of wild. Not that this was a shock. We knew this video was coming, so it's not that surprising. And I've suspected something was going on for a while, but still wild that it happened this week because I was just talking to you guys about it. So little wild, but I wanted to, spice up this vlog a little bit. And because I feel I haven't talked to you guys enough in this vlog. I feel there's some basic Halloween questions that I've never answered, and I feel might be kind of fun. So I was just brainstorming these. my favorite Halloween costume that I ever was. I was this like spider countess. Really random. It was the only year that my parents let me have a Halloween party, and the only reason I got to have one was because they said if I waited and didn't celebrate my birthday in August and celebrated it in October instead, then I could do like a Halloween themed birthday party. And I said, all right, bet. And I did that. And I was like a spider countess. I had this like cool spider webbed collar, and it was like, it had this like cool black dress, and that I think is the dopest costume I have ever had, genuinely, because it was pretty cool. And it still is cool to this day, I think. So I think that would be my favorite costume that I was. And then I was thinking, I was like, what would I say for my favorite Halloween movie, right? And I think everybody would say, like, the best Halloween movie is Hocus Pocus, right? And while I agree, I think my personal favorite would have to be Halloween Town. Like, Halloween Town is just so magical. There's, like, this whole world that just gets created because of it. And obviously there's 4 movies, so I just love it. So it's like, I feel like because Hocus Pocus is such like a cult classic, that's what most people would say, and I don't want to argue with that because I do love me some Hocus Pocus. I do. But I think Halloween Town would be my personal favorite because it's just so magical. It's just so iconic and so magical. And then I started thinking about, when I was thinking about all these Halloween answers and questions, I was thinking about Halloween when I was a kid. Halloween has always been my favorite holiday. Like, literally since I came out of the womb. Like, I came out of the womb like in elephants and like in Halloween. I don't know why, can't explain it, always have. But when I was a kid, Halloween was so magical. It was without a doubt the best holiday. My across the street neighbors, who were also like my besties growing up, they would throw this Halloween party every single year, and it was like the weekend before Halloween usually. They would invite the whole neighborhood and like pretty much the whole school, and it was super duper fun, and everyone would dress up, and they would have like music playing, and then in their basement they would do like a haunted house, and every year it would be a different theme. So I always looked forward to that because it was always dope, and it was like we could stay however long we wanted because we just walked across the street. So it was always kind of like, there was always like an unofficial after party that was like kind of for like the neighborhood people. So that was really fun. And then my neighborhood used to be like the neighborhood to be at for Halloween, for trick-or-treating. It just had like, it had the best candy, it had the best houses. My across the street neighbors would always like they would decorate their house like based on the theme, you know what I mean, like for Halloween that they had, and then they would always like scare you. It was just like always really fun. All the other houses were really cool too, so it was always bumping. There was always so many kids like running around, and then all the neighborhood kids, a lot of us would go trick-or-treating together most of the time, and then we would all play manhunt after. Like even like the older kids at the time who like were in like, I don't know, high school, middle school, we would like run around and play manhunt. And my neighborhood is like decently big, so it was like a really, really fun game. And then I think the parents would hang out too at somebody's house, but it was like really, really fun growing up doing that. And then me and like my sister and our like besties, we would go back to their house and we'd do what we called the candy trade, and we would trade because we liked the opposite candies. Like me and my sister don't really like nuts, and I feel like they didn't really like fruity candy, so we'd always like we would just trade, and we'd always have like Ghost Hunters at the time, because I don't think Ghost Adventures existed yet, but we'd put Ghost Hunters on, and we would all just be like chilling, and the parents would be talking, and it was just like Halloween it was an all night affair. It was like the only night when I was a kid that we got to like stay up literally all night long and like hang out with our friends, because our parents like did not care how long we were over each other's houses. Like we'd be over there until like 1 a.m, 2 a.m, like, because that was like the only time a year. It was the one night a year that we got to do that. So it was like our parents were very lax about that one night, so it was always my favorite night. So it was just such a magical time during my life. So Halloween just has like so many fond memories for me, and I'm just very grateful for how magical growing up was for me, specifically Halloween. During the fall, the world just feels really magical. I don't know how to explain it. I've always felt like that since I was little. So it's just like, it's literally the best time, my favorite time of year. And I do celebrate it all year round, but it definitely hits different, like, during the actual time of year. So, but I did want to do a little special vlog dedicated to summerween, because I know that summerween's a thing, but because I celebrate Halloween, like, so consistently throughout the whole year, I don't wait for summerween to celebrate it, so I never really acknowledge it. But this year I thought I would, since it's like a thing that people do. So I was like, all right, I will deliberately because I celebrated halfway to Halloween this year, so I was like, all right, I'll celebrate Halloween too. I'll celebrate summerween too. So that's what I did. I just interrupted myself because my friend sent me, Elton just posted another video talking about the Corey situation, which I said I didn't want to talk about, but I had to leave and watch it because I'm like a child of divorce, which I really am a child of divorce in real life, but with this I'm even more so a child of divorce, because like I said, I've been watching them since the Trap House, so it's like I'm sat for this, like, you know, it feels like I'm involved even though I'm not. Anywho, though, back to the matter at hand. So those are my few little Halloween kind of like Q&As. I hope that this is long enough now. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this little like mini summerween vlog thing. If you did, please give it a thumbs up down below and be sure to subscribe for more content. And I'll see you guys later with another video. Later, getters. Bye.